Need a press release in just a few minutes? This tool writes professional, sponsor attracting press releases using proven frameworks. Let's dive in.
To use this free tool, you can access it in one of two ways. If you're already paying for a premium GPT membership, you can get to the GPT version by accessing the link in the description. If you don't have ChatGPT Premium, you'll just need to navigate to this platform, which is Poe, and you can find it at poe.com. It will allow you to sign up for a free account. If you're not familiar with what Poe is, you don't need to be to use it. You can access our specific bot for creating press releases by clicking on the link in the YouTube description. It will take you directly to the bot where it asks you its first question. The Poe bot works almost exactly the same as the GPT bot. However, we're going to demonstrate the process in Poe.com simply because you can use it for free. It needs to know the name of my organization to begin with. Put Vanco Valley Restoration Fund. Now it's going to need to know the date and time of the fundraiser. I entered that in. It's going to want some location information. Now you not only want to put the physical address the event will occur at, but also any registration pages or donation pages you want people to also visit. So I put my address and then I also put the registration page. If you get a little red error right here, don't worry about it. The AI will work around it. In my case, it didn't recognize that link because this URL doesn't actually exist. It's just a dummy URL. Now it's going to want a description of the event. You don't have to go in depth right here. I'm just going to put a couple sentences in myself. I put join us for a day of community action as we come together to plant 10,000 trees in Vanco Valley. This event is a crucial part of our Green Spaces initiative, aiming to restore the valley's natural beauty and combat the effects of recent wildfires. Your participation supports our mission to rejuvenate the environment and foster a stronger, greener community. And you don't have to have it write something as eloquently as that or as in much detail. You can just kind of do a word dump or a stream of consciousness. It's pretty sharp and it can pick up what you mean and wordsmith your stream of consciousness into something more coherent. Now it's going to ask me for my goals. The press release is going to need to explain what this event is for, what it will do for the community and the participants. So I put the fundraising target and the community impact. The next section is pretty important. You're going to need to provide a call to action. In other words, what do you want people to do after reading your press release? In my case, I either want them to sign up and volunteer, donate, spread the word about the event, or possibly become a corporate sponsor. The next section is just your target audience. You need to let the AI know who should be attending your event. In my case, I'm going to put local residents, families, environmental enthusiasts, students, and corporate teams. Also list any beneficiaries of the event. I'm going to put the Vanco Valley community and future generations. It's good to put any additional highlights and special features. For example, let's say you have a notable speaker that's going to be at your event or a notable band or musician there. Putting these details in can make your event a little bit more enticing. If you don't have anything to put here or you can't think of anything off the top of your head, you can skip it. However, it is always best to give the AI what it's asking for. The more details it has, the better it can craft your content in a professional way. In my case, I put Mayor Emily Johnson as my key speaker, also environmental activists, and other activities. One of the last things it's going to ask for is quotes. It's very common in press releases to have a few quotes in there. If you don't have any that come to mind, it might be a good idea to make one up for someone within your organization. If you can't do that, you can skip this step and it will be able to work around it. However, it's always good to have a quote in there. Using a quote puts a specific character in there that somebody can relate to. In my case, I just made one up from Alexandra Hayes, the executive director of Vanco Valley. And now it's going to ask for some sponsorship information. If you're running an event, it's always good to encourage sponsors to get involved. Sponsorships can help your nonprofit reach its goals faster, simply because they have more means than the average person. These are businesses and organizations, or perhaps even government entities that offer grants relevant to your cause. Aside from that, you're also going to want to detail your specific sponsors. You want to give them a good shout out. This will encourage them to continue to sponsor your organization in future events. So I entered my sponsors: Greenleaf Industries, Eco Home Builders, Nature's Path Organics, and then I also listed my sponsorship opportunities. Now it's going to want some contact details. You can always skip it. It's going to enter it in brackets. So I'm going to put this in here as Alexandra Hayes, phone number, email, and the website. And it's going to start off by providing you a few hashtags. These are helpful for incorporating this with any social media posts, and then it'll go into the press release. If you're also looking for some social media text to include with this, you can ask it to write some social media text. It will then create a few options for social media posts. This is another tactic that can save your internal team some time. Now that you have a full press release and social media posts, read through it and make sure it meets your standards. At Vanco, we use our own bot that uses almost identical logic, and it is able to generate press release text with minimal edits. Therefore, what it creates for you should be close to a complete draft, requiring only a few changes.
Now that you've learned how to generate professional copy quickly, grab our free kit packed with over 100 templates. Check the description for the link. And don't forget to subscribe. We're constantly sharing new tutorials, guides, and tips to help your organization save money, streamline operations, and inspire growth.